Okay. I don't know what happened, but I think I fixed it. I have some weird issue where the longer I have a YouTube tab open, the worse it runs, and I left one open for like 2 weeks. It didn't run anymore. It was frozen. But here we are. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Wait, do you have that problem too? Because you are the first person I know to have that problem other than me. But I also haven't told a ton of people. But yeah, basically, yeah, it's YouTube or YouTube Music. If I leave it open, it's like the longer it's open, it has like a memory leak. So it starts to just load really slow, and after a while it like lags by several seconds. It's terrible. But you know what isn't terrible? Well, actually, I think deserts are pretty terrible, so I don't know. But that was my segue, or my attempt at a segue. Where, I'm gonna be honest, achieving a monthly income from bride tickets of at least $5,000 sounds really, 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 really easy. I might be wrong. Maybe it won't be. But I'm gonna try my best to not charge as much as I can for everything because I don't want to clear this map too quickly. Also, yeah, I was thinking that same thing. Literally, while I was sitting here trying to fix the YouTube thing, I was like, wow, look at these parks. It looks like someone actually knows what they're doing. And then you compare it to the stuff that I make. And like, I guess on the one hand, the people that made the things on the main menu weren't under a time constraint. So that's my argument. You know, I'm doing this in whatever it says I'm doing it in, and that's just what's good enough. I do what I need to. I don't have all day. This time I do have all day if I want it. A small golf resort. Golf. Well, I guess there is mini golf. Yeah, okay, fair enough. This is... There's like no space. Can you buy space? Oh, I have to turn the sound back on. I hope you can buy space. Otherwise, that's not good. All right, yeah, you can buy map. This is the first map you can buy land in, I think. So we can buy this land later. That's somewhat reassuring. That's still not a lot of space, I'm gonna be honest, but whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have to play Micro Park. At some point, I'm gonna have to play the first Rollercoaster Tycoon and play through those to get to the Micro Park. Although, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in my old files, I have a version of it that I made myself. Some of these names are probably causing a lot of questions, but don't worry about it. There's a stream for that. It's not this one. I guess not. I recreated Micro Park and Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, what do we have? Don't give me the looping roller coaster. The looping roller coaster is basically cheating. I'm thinking we need to start with a water ride, right? Because, you know, I cut myself off there. Because I was going to say I'm going to make a lazy river. Because I feel like the people that play golf would like it. But I feel like that's not very nice. As far as I know, golf actually is fairly athletic. It's just not... it's one of those sports that you don't think of it as being athletic, but like it is. It actually does require a lot of dexterity, I guess, is the right word. What am I doing? I don't want to do that. And I destroyed the tree. I'm putting that tree back. That was a waste of money, me. You should be ashamed. Yeah, we're gonna get wet in the desert. That's my plan, at least. But see, alright, so here's what I want to do, kind of. I think it'd be fun, rather than doing this in the traditional way, I want to make this the transportation of this map, right? Like, who wants a monorail when you can freaking river raft your way across the park? That's what I think. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to stop me. I don't like that I'm only pretty sure, though. So actually, maybe we'll do a couple other things first and then build that, because I kind of want to build it so that it's on, like, here, 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 and here. Kind of around, which means it'll help if I have more stuff planned out. It makes me really happy that there is no time pressure on this park, because I can just sit here and waste everyone's time, including my own. And that's always pretty good. I don't want this here. Man, I just thought of a really stupid name for this, and I kind of have to build it now, but it definitely would go over here with a name like that. Okay. So we're going to build it, like, right there. I am going to four corners it. That's the plan. 120 feet might be a little extreme. I can't remember. I know this ride can go up to, like, 400 feet. But if you put it above like 120 or something, it's too intense and no one would ride it. Which really makes me wonder why you can put it up to like 400 feet. For who? Who are we impressing? Our friends? It's like the easiest kill people ride ever. No, I want to make a better queue line than that. Sorry, dude, you're stranded now. I don't know how to break it to you, but you're lost. But don't worry, you just found a path, and it's to this ride, which you're going to get on now, right? You better. Don't you walk the wrong way. Alright, this was my dumb idea for a name. I was trying to think like it turns around, like, so it's like a revolver. And I was like, well, calling it the revolver sounds stupid. So we're just going to call it one in the chamber. It's going to be the revolver name. What color is a revolver? Quick, what makes you think that would probably revolve? Pagoda is not helpful, and I don't know why I clicked on that. What does wooden look like? No, that's not helpful. Well, that's just a bank. I think maybe we should just go with the no entrance. It's very meta. I guess we're just gonna stick with plain. Gun colored? Yes. The color of gun. Also, hey, Zimmy. Sorry, I don't know what to call you at this point. I apologize. Please don't hurt me. I built a wagon in your honor. And some litter bin. Alright, let's get some music going. I like, well, I mean, we gotta play the Wild West style. That seems like a no-brainer. Oh, wait, I forgot. The Wild West style doesn't sound Wild West at all. Forget that. What's urban? No. There we go. That's better. That's fair. Hopefully you had a nice dinner. I'm assuming most people ate a while ago. I just had dinner, but I had Popeyes. That was pretty good. Yeah, it probably won't kill people. $4? Who set that price? I didn't set that price. You know what? Knock yourselves out. We're gonna complete this park in like 3 seconds. Buffalo Wild Wings you had for takeout. That sounds really good. I love Buffalo Wild Wings, but they are really expensive, and I usually can't justify getting them. I definitely feel like there is... The Super Blazing Challenge sauce is way too hot. What... Does it like have a specific ingredient or something this time? Because I've had the blazing sauce before and it's okay. I usually get the mango habanero, but I feel like they made it less hot at some point. Also, there is definitely a southern or western name that I can give something called the Virginia Reel, but I can't think of it, so someone please help. We're gonna build this over here. I don't think I put chain on that. The spiral roller coaster is available. That's exciting. Can you, like, research food or something? Normal blazing sauce is pretty hot. Oh. That makes me wonder... Okay, so I have a question. Did you get a flag? Because I did the ghost pepper sauce a long time ago. Back in like 2013 or 14 probably. And it was made with like non-diluted ghost pepper. So they made you sign a waiver by eating it. You like... Instead of putting the flavor as a sticker, it was a little flag they put in one of the wings that said, like, by eating this, you agree that should something bad happen to you, you don't sue us. Legal stuff, you know how it is. And I'm wondering if they did that again if they had to. Because it sounds like if it was that hot. Yeah, sounds like it was about the same then. Man, how do roller coasters work? Can't construct this here. You already put stuff there, silly. I'm worried about the G-forces here. I feel like I'm gonna kill some people. But you can't run... You can't make a good ride without a few... subjects. Sounds kind of silly and fun. The safest park in the country. Not anymore after this runs. Alright, we need a food court. A food court. I just realized I don't love that I didn't leave myself a way to put the river down here. But that's okay, because this ride definitely kills people, so I have to fix it anyway. Shockingly, it does not kill people. Wow, that is not what I expected. And what I mean is... Oh no, it didn't work. Darn, I guess I'll have to try again. Great. No exit. Okay, well, you kind of got me there, game. I'll give it to you. There is, in fact, no exit. But really, I think that's the fault of the guests for not being able to just use an entrance and an exit as the same thing. Surely that can't be that difficult. I think now everywhere this goes, I can put the river down here, and it'll just have no supports and look really sketchy. But that's what makes it fun. Watch now, it's gonna somehow be too much for people. No, it's like exactly the same. Okay. Surely there's gotta be something I can call this. Like, I think of, like, square dancing, but I don't know why I think of square dancing. You know what? I'm gonna steal a name from a Super Nintendo game no one's ever played and just call this the Texas Tornado. Open it. Charge money for it. If I was Texas, what kind of wall would I have? I guess we'll just use more of this one. Don't think about what I just said too hard. Anyway, there we go. It's open. That's a real roller coaster right there. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, I haven't really made any progress on anything that I tried to do. But here's what I think. I think right here would be a good spot to not have that. Who made that decision? They should be fired. No, that just doesn't look right. It's gotta be this. No, that's quitter talk. It's fine. Run it. Open it. Commence. Ugh. I am disappointed in you, bride that I didn't build. It's fine. So, like, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. That seems a little silly, but yeah, that it would just be 3 then. I think I just gotta get something built over here. To an extent, I feel like this park would be... Is remiss a word? Is that how you use it? Anyway, I think this park could really use a wooden roller coaster. But we have a stand-up roller coaster. And that's a really stand-up roller coaster. Right, I need to make a food court before I do anything else. I'm going to elect to put the food court here. I'm confident about that, you can tell. Nope, no idea. Back to the drawing board, we couldn't do it. This is such a silly ride. Every time I see this, I just think of VR. I don't have a good VR name, though. What's a word for, like, difficult to control that starts with an S? Sassy? Does sassy work? I don't feel like that's quite what I want, but it is a word. And that is a good start. Surly? Maybe. That could work. We'll go with the surly stallion. Just because the sassy stallion, while kind of amusing, is perhaps not quite what I want. It costs $2 to ride this ride, because it's just that cool. Are you that cool, kid? Better get out your quarters to find out. Just build a general store. I don't need a food court. We have a general store. Go there. So I can build the transportation water ride if I could just figure out how I want this path to go across. But that's a tall ask. How am I supposed to figure that out? Alright, what if we do some of that? And then everyone who's ill will immediately flock to it, because apparently that's the new hip cure that they saw on TikTok, is to go on newly paved paths. If you're not doing it, you're missing out. One hot tip to fix everything. Alright, let's build this thing. Let's start over here. Yeah. I know what I'm doing, and you can trust me because I said so. I don't love it. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't love it. Goodbye, my life savings. You were spent honorably on a lazy river. No. Not allowed. Not good enough. Try again. There we go. I guess. We're gonna pretend that that made a big difference. Everyone be really impressed at how much of a difference that made. Ooh, difference. It's incredible how much difference that made. Whoa, life's incredible. If I use the word incredible enough, people will believe me. Land not owned by Park? Why not? Who said? I didn't say that. Only someone who clearly doesn't understand the severity of the situation would say that. And I feel like those are the same kind of people who would be quitters. I'm not a quitter. Money never stopped me. See? We're all good. Mine hut in the way. Well, that's just a darn shame. I guess we'll have to scrap the whole project. Actually, I guess I really didn't want that there, huh? Alright, bring the mine hut back in, boys. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. I don't like that that's there, but I guess we'll just remove it. And it will look a little silly because I can't change the other tile on the map, but that's just the price we pay sometimes. Oh. I like how at this angle, all of a sudden, the entire soundscape of the game is just dead, except for the music. Really helps you appreciate this music. I can't just let it be flat the whole time. That's not fun for the people that ride this leg. It's easy, and I kind of wish I would have let myself do it, but I'm just not that kind of park owner. But the Twister roller coaster is out. And that means something to someone, so... No, put the exit there. Makes me feel a little bit better. I don't even know if this was a good idea, but dang it, I've certainly built it. How many boats? 32 boats! Hold on, let me look up, let me break out my thesaurus. Come on, Merriam-Webster. Give me something that starts with an O. No, overhauling is not... It's not really what I was looking for. Synonym for dry. Ultra dry. Thank you. I never would have guessed. I don't know. We're just gonna... It's the Oasis. I just work here. Okay, it costs $1.50 to ride, because that's not the point of it. It's just to get you from point A to point B. Oh no! Silly me, I forgot to build a bunch of entrances and exits, and now you're gonna complain about it for 20 minutes straight. Wow, it really is going to complain about it for 20 minutes straight, isn't it? That was meant to be hyperbole. These walls are super cool. Appreciate them. I can't build them there. That's just not an option. Sorry, those people. Your ride experience is going to be completely ruined by building permits and other legal things. Have you gotten to the point where you can not use your hands yet? Oh, I guess you did say you got the rake. How's your game going, Cupcake? I guess that's what I'm asking. Are you a multimillionaire yet? Because I was looking at that game. I was a little tempted. I ended up buying Gambling Simulator instead. got the blower. That seems like a pretty big upgrade. I kind of want to check something real quick. The park can keep running. It probably won't burn to the ground while I'm doing this. No, it doesn't look like you can. I want the chat box to have outlined text so that it's easier to read on the stream. But I don't think I have a way to put an outline around it. Wow, that sounds really fancy, and maybe I can do it, but not this stream. Where were we? I think this park could use a nice wooden roller coaster. I don't know how much space I have to build it, because I built this giant thing, but these people are getting impatient waiting for the ride because all of them started here. That's pretty silly. How do I want to do this? And where do I want to do this? I can picture it. I just can't do it, question mark. Yeah, something like that. It's gonna be one of these kinds of wooden roller coasters. The ones that, like, last a while and just have a lot of hills going on. It's gonna be one of those. I say, even though my budget definitely can't afford it and we're about to lose everything. But it's worth it. It's for the park, you know? Plus, it's about to rain, so think of all those umbrella sales. Quick. Place them. Place some real good. 20. Open for business. Maps are 50 cents. I want people to have maps. Great. Love my finances. $30,000 of debt. If we keep this up, we'll reach my real financial situation. Can't build that. Ew, there's a wooden roller coaster in the way, silly. No. I'm gonna figure this out. It's just gonna take a while. I'm doing something. I don't know what, but it's something. So that's good. Now, why would they design it like that? What's the justification for this? That's just painful. I didn't notice that, but now that I have noticed it, I'm gonna be a grumpier person. Yeah, that's how I feel, Stop the music. Things have gone wrong. How do I fix this? How does one fix this? What do you do? I need it to not be lined up, and it is lined up, and I don't love that. Hmm. I'm doing something. The park is building. The music has started again, so that's probably good. I don't know. Maybe. Ugh. Okay. Am I crazy? Well, yes, but... I am crazy. But that's okay. It's alright. It's not that bad. Not that bad? I don't know what I just said. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. This ride is not turning out how I hoped it would. Yeah, no, I don't like it. I can't let it be this way. Is that gonna work? Question mark. I love that I can't tell. Whoa. Well, let's not go too crazy there now. Okay, these really need to have no minimum wait time. Just go. Do the thing. Ask questions later. You know the drill. This ride is absolutely not worth whatever amount of money I am putting into it, but that doesn't matter. It's never been about the money for me. It's only the objective of this park. And that's not what I'm about. Well, that looks kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to work, but it looks cool. It's a little high at this point in the ride. We probably don't have that much speed left, but you know, it looks cool. So I've got that going for me. Eh, I lied. I was going to put that a little bit higher up so that it would get there faster, but it feels less real then. And my parks are all about realism. That actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look. But the real question is, how many people does it hurt? That's what we care about here in the park industry. I'm excited for this one. And necks have been broken. Oh, there's no way it's making that 55-foot thing. That is not happening. It'll be cool to watch it try, though. And there it is. Yeah, I really just can't do the steep incline at that point. There's just not enough power left. I've wasted too much time. I've squandered my roller coaster youth just like my real one. Alright. Go, roller coaster, go! Otherwise, I think it looks pretty okay. Definitely is what I was kind of going for. But does it break necks? Intensity rating, very high. But you know what that doesn't say? Extreme. So we've succeeded. Alright. I know what I'm going to call this, but first we got to open it. And you know what? I'm actually going to be outrageous and charge like $5 for this. I could charge more, but like this was an expensive roller coaster. I put a lot of effort into this, so the least you could do is give me your life savings to ride it. I don't like how that looks, unfortunately. Like, the lack of supports looks really stupid, I think. Hmm. Life's hard. I don't like that, though. Why can't you just work the way I want you to instead of the way you do? Oops. Sorry, stranded guy, you're pretty stranded. Maybe you shouldn't have come over here, because this place was under construction and you clearly ignored the signs. Good luck with that, dude. Maybe next time, read the fine print. Wait. I haven't lost hope yet. That's why we did that, because now this can go up. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted, game. Thank you for always knowing and getting me so much. I don't know if that's better, but open it. Oh, we did it. I'm gonna steal more Super Nintendo game names because that's what I've been doing lately. This is Sunset Riders, which looks like a pretty fun game, by the way, if you're into playing old games. I don't care. Wild West is fine, I suppose. Yeah, Sunset Riders looks like a quarter eater, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because I didn't even see it on the highest difficulty, and it looked pretty absurd. It looked fun, though. Like, I think it'd be fun to play it with a friend, have it be like a co-op experience. Wow, that looks pretty bad. I suppose I'm not done, but... Oh, I'm flipping it in my head, that's why. Okay, so I want to do, like, that second. Then third, I want to do, like, light orange. Then we want to do, like, dark orange. That's looking a little bit better. And 5 is red. And 6 will be black, like the sun has set. I'm going all in on this Sunset Riders thing. The arcade version. I have heard that the arcade version is a lot better than the Super Nintendo version because they had to take a lot out for it to run on the Super Nintendo. So it would actually be kind of interesting to see the arcade version be played. I've also heard that that's the version that's on Switch Online, but I don't know if that's true. Alright, I really need to build a food court before people riot, which they're probably already doing, and I just haven't paid enough attention to know that. Yes, but I want like the half-wall version, please. Thank you. Yep, there it is. Guests are hungry and can't find anywhere to buy food, and it's all my fault. Now they're gonna sue. Because they're hungry. You just wouldn't understand how hungry they are. They're so hungry. Hmm. Well, that's just how it is sometimes in this town. I just want you to know, guests that are starving, that I have your priorities in order. Which is why I'm working on decorating while you are not eating. Sure, sell some fries. Funnel cake, that sounds fun. We'll sell some funnel cake. Iced tea is a good beverage. I wish I had some iced tea, honestly. Good old sodas. Which we always charge $1.30 for because I want to make $1. And then if you really want to have fun, this is even where the bathrooms are, so that's exciting. I think it's about time we also sell some balloons. Maybe not over there, though. That seems like an okay place. I kind of feel like there should be a food court over here as well, and I think I'm going to put it in here. I cannot tell you how nice it is to not have to worry about a time limit. This is nice, just sitting here doing whatever I want. I really want this wall. I don't know where it is, but I want it, so help. No, it kind of has to be there. It's just the way it has to be. This one's going to be a little bit more cramped, but that doesn't mean that it has any less good food. It just means that you need to appreciate the food while it lasts, because it's not going to last. I don't actually think I have enough room to put a food court here. I think I have to bail on this plan. Which is a shame. But hey, here's the good news. Tree and pyramid? Sphinx. Cleopatra's Needle. You don't see that every day. I can't have them over there. I like having the supports there. It makes me feel like the ride isn't going to blow up. Wow, mini golf is taking a long time for people, huh? That's like the first time in this park I feel like I need to build these stupid TVs, and I didn't even build that ride. It's not my fault. Hmm. I don't know. I kind of just want to focus on scenery a little bit more. That's the only thing that fits there. The Sphinx is like literally designed for the turn radius of this ride. It's kind of great. By my isometric eyes, that's not quite lined up, but I don't care. Not enough cash. Oh, would you look at that? We're operating at a loss. That's unfortunate. It's not really a loss, though, so much as it is I'm bad with money. But I can't hear you over the 120 feet of pure steel I've just put. At the low, low cost of $25 per 10 feet. A launch speed of 65. I don't know. Oh, they're dead. I knew 60 was the right bet. Yeah, there we go. Excitement rating, medium. Intensity rating, extremely high. Can I lower that a little bit? Man, excitement is just always going to be really low, huh? You know what? Screw it. I don't want it. Wow, I did not get my money back for that, I don't think. I don't have a good name for something called Top Spin. Guests are complaining about the length of queues in your park. That is not an original message. That was never a thing in the original game. And also, they're complaining about this one. Don't lie to me and say they're complaining about all of them. Actually, you know what? No. Those will be garbage cans. Those will be benches. I need more people on this side of the park. But there's not any space left. It's just for some reason that other side is better. Probably because the roller coasters are on that side. I don't know, we're just gonna call this the Shindig. That sounds fancy enough, I suppose. Guests can't get to the entrance of the Shindig. Well, maybe that's because I built it 2 seconds ago. Did you think about that? Hyper Twister Roller Coaster. Well, with a name like that, I don't think this park is big enough for those kinds of coasters, though. What is my ride income at this point? 2,000? Yeah. I mean, I could increase it if I wanted to, but that's not bad for how long I've been going. The safest park in the country. I'm glad we got that right after I blew stuff up. Really says a lot about parks in general. I don't know, just the whole park thing, you know. I'm working something out in my head. Sort of. Kind of. I suppose. You could almost say I'm having thoughts. But I wouldn't go that crazy. Yeah, maybe I don't want it to go like that. Maybe I want this whole thing included, you know? The whole 9 yards. This is extremely slow. And probably not worth it. But that didn't stop me. Nope. I'm not a quitter. Some of these are not on the right tile, and I can tell, and it's hurting me. But the worst part is I don't know what the difference... Like, I can't tell which ones are right and which ones are wrong. I'm getting that isometric shape crisis, and I don't know how to fix it. So I think we're just going to say that that's good enough. Because these guys are the Sunset Riders. And they say funny things like, "Bury me with my money." I completely and totally can't see what I'm doing, which is always my favorite. But is it really an isometric game if you aren't completely lost half the time? I would say no. Once again, game, they aren't complaining about the length of queues. They're complaining about the length of a queue that I did not make. So I am not caring. And that is that. Wait! Wait! Please don't kill my brother. He was only following orders. All right, ma'am. We won't shoot him. Rubs guns together. Man, so, again, I watched the Super Nintendo version, but apparently in the arcade version, Cormano takes the sombrero of the 5th boss and just puts it on his hat, puts it on his head, taking his off, which I think is a pretty cool power move. I don't know if the other characters do that, as I only got to see Cormano, but... Alright, man. We won't shoot him. Pretty cool game, all in all. I don't know what to do about the fact that that is... Like, what do you do? What can be done? What can one even say about that? I can't tell if this is right. I love that for me. Pop goes the balloon. It wasn't right. Oh, I love that for me. Taking the longest time in all of history to build a hut. Not just any hut, mind you. The hut. Because no one out pizzas the hut. Man, I could go for some pizza right now. That actually sounds pretty good. Even though I had a late dinner, that still sounds pretty good. Yeah, well, that's good enough, as they say. Uh-huh. What is garbage pizza? Do I want to know the answer to that is also part of my question. Yep, that looks good enough to me, I guess. A local streamer found dead after spending 40 hours building isometric wooden hut. That would be quite the headline to read in the news, you gotta be honest. Super Supreme or everything. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, but I wasn't sure. What is happening here? Are these people okay? Oh, they're fine. If we keep this up, this park may operate at a profit someday. Great. That's how you park. Those look stupid. That didn't work at all. Get rid of them. I can't do anything about it, game. What do you want from me? I am incapable of fixing this. You built it. My favorite pizza continues to be pepperoni and mushroom. I think it's the ultimate pizza combo that cannot be defeated. This can probably be log cabin. That looks a little bit better. It still looks really basic, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Needs a third topping for maximum effect. I would agree with you, and jalapeno is a fantastic choice for the third topping. Sausage is also good. However, most pizza places don't let you put 3 toppings on the pizza without charging an absurd amount more. So I usually stick to 2. Man, I guess I'm gonna build a looping roller coaster, but it really just feels like cheating. Sunset Riders is in the way. Well, then destroy it. It was never worth it. I dare say this ride is done because looping roller coasters are really boring and easy to make. You can't test that ride, silly. People can't get on it. What if it works? Then you would just look really stupid. And there they go. But personally, I like to think that that's just part of the experience. Did you really go to an amusement park if you didn't break a few bones? Around here, it's up to 5 toppings for like another $1.50, $2. Yeah, that sounds about right, I guess. I think that that's outrageous, though, because the entire pizza costs like 5. I don't get expensive pizzas because those are for people with more money than me. And also, I'm going to stand by this, and this upsets me a lot. Why is it that the fancy pizza places, the places that you know, you're going to get a pretty good pizza because it's a quality place, they always use canned mushrooms. And I don't get it. Domino's, Pizza Hut, probably like Little Caesars, all of the places that you don't think of as good have fresh mushrooms, but the quality places have canned mushrooms. And I think that's outrageous. That is just all sorts of stupid. You're paying like $30 for a pizza and it comes with freaking canned mushrooms. It's an insult to my $30. You clearly didn't value it very much. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's not helping either. I think we might just be doomed. I think this might just be a place that you can't build in. Wait, what if I metagame it? What if we build it off of this? Oh, no. That's not good. Some people might even say that's bad. Alright, close the whole thing down. It's over. Go home, people. Wow, there were a lot of people on that ride. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. Because it's open again. And that didn't help at all. Oh boy. I literally closed it and opened it for nothing. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just here. I don't get it. It drives me insane. It makes me have to say that my favorite pizza places are the places that have garbage, like they're known for being bad, because they actually put quality toppings on. Space is a pretty big issue in this park, isn't it? Like, I mean, I guess I established that 2 seconds into the park, but, like, this kind of sucks. It occurred to me that I have the rights to build there, so maybe I should. I'm gonna be honest, I don't 100% know that that's gonna help me. But it is a thing that I've done. It's on the map. I've completed it. oh boy, I don't know how to fix this one. I'm really forcing this roller coaster into existence. You know, I have an idea. It's called, what if we just move this side over a little bit? Look at that. Whoa. Now that's some quick thinking. And by quick, I mean it took me like 15 minutes to think of that. Please don't make fun of me. My cat is such a happy cat. He's such a good boy. He's so happy. Alright, we did it. I very, very forcefully made this roller coaster exist. Open it. I believe you, honestly, that Little Caesars is your favorite. Also, sorry it took me a while to read that. I was trying to make this work. But, oh, yeah, that's kind of what I thought would happen. I have not had Little Caesars in way too long to know if I would like it still. But I'm a big fan of Domino's and Pizza Hut. They both have their appeals. Yeah, there it goes. By the time this ride blows up 16 times, we'll effectively have a roller coaster. There we go. Alright, kitty, get down. It's time for me to make the lasso. I don't know. How do I make this? I want to, like, you can whip with a lasso, right? You could. It's a rope. I don't know. The lasso's a terrible name. The whirlwind whip. I don't know. Just open the ride. Well, now that I know that so many people are on this, we're going to increase it to $2, because that's probably going to increase my money substantially. Because we're up to 3,600. That's not terrible. Man, we spent so long talking about pizza. Now I really want pizza. I don't need the oasis right now. It's not time for that. Elevator? Wow, thanks for giving me an elevator. That's what people want to do, is ride an elevator when they're at an amusement park. Yep, you sure got that one right. Good job, research. R&D really failed me. I have a feeling this roller coaster is going to kill people. But I just like to think of that as a, I don't know, a rite of passage, you know? Alright, how bad can it be? Entrance not built yet, so we'll never know. Silly me. How many bones did we break? All of them. No, I think I just need to live with those consequences. That's just the way it is sometimes. Sure. I'm aware that these colors don't go together, but they don't have a wall for this hedge thing, so this is the best I can do. Take it or leave it. Someone just died. How do you figure that one? What do you mean? It was too intense, things were going too fast, and now all of a sudden they're totally fine? Were the lateral G's really that bad on this roller coaster? I find that hard to believe. But if you say so... I guess it did say lateral G's were the problem. I just assumed that it wasn't my problem. No, see, it's still pulling a lot of lateral G's. We're still dying. Well... You know, I just don't know what to do about that, to be honest with you. Quitters. All of you are quitters. Well... I don't know what to do. Is it my problem? It is. I would say it is. How's that? Probably not any better, honestly. I don't think I fixed a single thing. Ah, I think it pulls even more lateral Gs. Yes, it does. 14.59, baby. Man, this roller coaster sucks to make. Why did I make it? This is my punishment for making the looping roller coaster earlier. The game is like, okay, you made the easy roller coaster, now suffer. What about now? It's not even the same ride anymore. Who cares? It's not. It's not mine. I crafted this ride with love, and now it's just this. And it's probably still going to pull 15,000 Gs. But think of how good your phone signal will be on the ride. Oh boy, that didn't help at all. So here's what I think needs to happen. First of all, we need to get off the scenery, because that's not helping anybody. What if we just... make this a little longer and a little higher? You know? Really confuse him. Get him in the stun lock, if you will. I don't know what that means in the context of an amusement park, but that's PR's job to figure out. Also, I can't stand how the hedges look, so I'm just gonna bite the bullet and not have them. Unfortunately. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe we could save it, but first of all, the ride's probably still going to kill people, so it doesn't actually matter. That wasn't the problem. I don't know where the problem is. Maybe I should, like, actually pay attention to where it says there's a problem, instead of just doing things. Like, it's gotta be one of these turns. It's just which one? Okay, yep, we're going up. Mm-hmm. Then we go down. Here's the turn. Okay. It's that turn right there. I see. So I had it right. I know what the problem is. I'm just bad at fixing it. But the fact that I know what it is means something, right? I'm never gonna park. It's too difficult. I don't know. How does one roller coaster? Question mark. What about this rendition of it, huh? How's this one? How are we doing anyway? Oh, we're almost done. I knew this park would be easy. This ride should get us there, if it ever opens. Well, none of that was red. Perfect. What was I gonna call this? I failed to make this roller coaster for so long that I don't remember the original inspiration of it. I don't know. We'll just name it the Bronco. That sounds kind of nifty, I guess. Guests are complaining about the length of the mini golf course. Have you considered mini golf before? Have you considered mini golf as a passion? I think it fit you. You seem like a mini golf kind of person. Have you ever mini golfed? Let me tell you about the joys of mini golfing. There are many joys in mini golfing. Some may say that mini golf is for amateurs of golf. I would say that that's patently false, and that if you think that, that is an opinion of yours. Yep, I'll go. I'll say it. I'm not scared. They ripped out all the courses around here. That does kind of suck. To be honest, I don't know where the nearest mini golf course is where I am. I feel like there's gotta be one somewhere. The last time I went mini golfing was in 2017, I think, with a friend in around Notre Dame. They were studying there. I went to go visit them and we mini golfed. That was pretty fun. I'm always a kind of a sucker for mini golf, though, because I really like glow-in-the-dark. I literally have blue string lights hung up in my room, because if you turn off all the other lights, it kind of looks like glow-in-the-dark. And that makes me irrationally happy. So I have no idea what the theming or anything for this ride is. I'm kind of just placing things and rambling. So there's that. Man, I really want to put something cool, but I don't know what to put because I filled every single tile in this entire thing, apparently. Oops. Just kidding. Every good park needs fountains. That's what I say. Oops. I never did build another food court over here. Do people really need to eat to survive? I mean, I feel like that's up for debate. We'll sell hot dogs over here. Sure. I'm trying to make it look like the things are growing off of this. It's not looking too good. It's kind of a mess, to be honest with you, but I think that's what makes it unique. Yep, good enough. Ship it. I've been told people will ship anything these days, so ship it. Wow, that's gross. Yeah, I think it's better left just the way it is. You know, it looks a little silly, but I think that's what gives it character. I need to place some signs that really get the memo across. You know, that this is an amusement park. Because if I don't say that, who will? Is there any way to make red legible in this game? I guess that's sort of legible. Top spin 1. Like, that's not legible, right? There's no way you can read that. That's just gonna hurt your... You can kind of read it. What a cool angle on the park. Which one? What angle? Which one are we talking about? I missed it. This angle right here? This one? The one I was building everything to be designed to look nice with? Every other angle is an atrocity in disguise, but this one's nice. No. How do I get close enough for you to label this correctly? Yes, the surly stallion, but like, how do I advertise it? I guess you just don't. That's the answer. The whirlwind. I gotta be getting close, right? 4,500. That's not too far off. At this point, I'm considering it more of a challenge than anything to not buy any of the land. Because I'm already almost there, so like, what's a little bit more shoving things in here, you know? Well, I dare say this is the only place in the entire park that this can go, so it's gonna go there. So all this is making me think of is like a frickin' cartwheel, like a horse-drawn carriage, which is making me think Oregon Trail, but I can't think of a good name for this. The spinny thing. Here's something that happens in the Oregon Trail a lot. You get broken axles. This is the broken axle. Time to barter your oxen away. I don't know, charge like $250. I gotta start making some sales here. What is there even to build at this point, really? What more could you want in a park? I think all you gotta do at this point is, advertise. Get those advertisements out. The whirlwind needs more people on it. Yeah, I think the park is, I would say. It certainly parks. I feel like I gotta put some scenery or something over here to make this less awful. But... oh, I still only have one mechanic. I should fix that. What's up, bud? I know, I'm almost done. We've almost made enough money. I mean, I guess. Something. Little redundant, but eh. It's just hard to find things that are tall enough. I think the Sunset Riders need some fire in their lives. That's what I think. Yeah. And you know it's real fire because it's right underneath the wooden supports. I still have no idea what pagodas have to do with the desert, but, you know, it's not my place to complain or judge. It's just my place to place things. Exactly. Chinese dessert. There you go. That was an intentional misreading. I don't want that to be misunderstood as I'm illiterate. Because that might be true, but I don't know how that's relevant. Relevancy, Your Honor. House. I too enjoy house on an occasion. We're gonna get there. I know we're gonna get there. I don't have to worry about it. Literally, I just need more people to get on the whirlwind thing, and we'll be fine. I could even charge more for this if I wanted, but... Uh-oh. Something on my computer just crashed, and I don't know what it was. That's fun. I like the uncertainty. It really keeps me on my toes. I just realized there are, like, no cacti here, and that's a crime. What do you mean there's no cacti? This is a desert. So we're just going to kind of place some around. Get some of these other ones in here. Little baby ones. I want to go to the bank. Yeah, the bank. Hell yeah. Look at that sweet bank. What's up with this one piece of path that's a different color? Is this like a bug? Because I can't build there and the other one is the right color. That's weird. This is what happens when I spend too much time on a park. I discover its secrets. How do we not have, like, merry-go-round at this point? Can one in the chamber stop breaking down, please? I've got an unruly cat that keeps trying to bite me. Because he's so happy. Ow. Never mind, he's winning. I don't like it anymore now that he's winning. Ow. Stop it. Stop fighting me. I'm your friend. That's why I'm petting you. Your Steam gift is still waiting. Okay, thank you, Steam, for letting me know that now. I guess. Yeah, that's what I thought. There are almost 300 people on the Oasis ride. That is absurd. There are so many people on that ride. Wow. That's just half my park is just this one water ride. That's crazy. And the excitement rating on it is 7.6. Think about how outrageous that is. I could charge $7 for this ride, and people will still pay it. That is insane for a lazy river ride that I put very little effort into. That might be my highest excitement ride in the park. Let's see. Oh, Sunset Riders might beat it by a little bit at 7.76. Yes, it does. So, Sunset Riders is just as thrilling as this lazy river. They are the same in terms of excitement. And the Bronco is, like, the most boring ride in the park in comparison. Might as well not even ride it. Yeah, I'm just going to ramp up prices a little bit until we win. I think I've done what I need to do here. I could buy an entire second half of the park, but, like, why? What I've got here is good enough. It's a park. You can live. I know, I am a monster. I mean, geez. If the ride is that frickin' successful, let's just advertise the Oasis. Here. It's a lazy river. Knock yourself out, kids. And we win! It's that easy. You just build a river in the desert. That is a Persona song. I kind of like that song. It's decent. And everyone throws their balloons away because they didn't actually want them. Alright, there we go. Another one in the books. I'm reasonably content with how this turned out. I think there was room for improvement on some things. I don't love the Bronco over here. Sunset Riders I'm actually very happy with, which is good because that's a good game, or at least it looks like a good game. But yeah, I guess that's it. Mark that one down. Yes, okay. That did save. It's after midnight, so it's probably about time for me to call stream anyway. So perfect timing. But what I want to know is, what's the next park? Ooh, Bumblebee Bazaar. Which just looks like another desert. But I have to achieve a monthly profit from food, drink, and merchandise sales of $1,000. So sell a lot of plushies. Got it. I also can do some of the challenging parks instead. And I might, because I don't really want to do another desert-themed park right away. I don't know. I have some time to think about it. But I think that'll do it for this stream. So, thanks for tuning in, Cupcake. I appreciate you. I'll have to try to get the chat to look a little bit better for next stream, because I think I found a plugin for it, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, go to sleep. What are you doing, you monster? You should be asleep. Alright. See you later. I know you have. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Alright. See you later.